And back. Warcraft. Saw the trailer. He's not that interested. I'm interested, and 90% of the internet will be interested because anyone has played the game. So,
any nerd who is any nerd has played the game. I wouldn't say anyone who is anyone. I would say any nerd that is any nerd.
There are some things that you have to at least
dabble and try.
Star Wars. Everyone should at least watch Star Wars once. You don't have to like it, but you should watch it. First off, I don't know how you don't like it.
I don't understand how you can be alive at this point in time and be of a conscious age, meaning 4 and above, knowing full well that your parents and your grandparents of someone who is currently 4 years old would have seen Star Wars, if not in theaters, on television, own the Blu-ray, the DVD, the VHS, if you want to get like that. It's out there.
I had it on beta when I was a kid. When I was little.
Laserdisc. Who remembers Laserdisc? Do you remember Laserdisc?
No.
They were that fucking big.
I don't know how you watch a trailer for Star Wars and not be like, I want to live there. I want to be a part of that. I want to see this. They're so,
just that first time you see a lightsaber in your life.
Just that
first time you see...
Just the aerial battles are amazing.
But that first time you hear that hum and see that flash of that lightsaber, I don't care if you were a kid and episode 1 was the first time you saw it, or you or me and episode 6 I actually got to see in theaters with my dad. And you just see that thing light up for the first time, and your eyes just go, what
I want it.
Fuck, I need one now!
Episode 1 was voted the one movie with the biggest spoiler trailer ever.
Yeah, they kind of ruined it with the double-bladed lightsaber thing.
You basically slit your own nut there because that could have been a big money gag or big money or pull in for the movie. And you saw the best part. That was one of the best parts of the movie.
Just like you gets it, and then
you can say what you want about that movie, but that movie had way better lightsaber fights than any other movie prior to that being made. The other 3 movies did not have lightsaber fight like that.
Oh, not near. Not even close.
And I would say that after that...
Yoda's was good, man. Yoda and Tyrannus. That was business, though. That was good business.
I mean, they were decent, but that one was just amazing. I don't know. That's my favorite lightsaber battle.
Really?
Anakin and Goku, or Dooku? Dooku. Sorry, not Goku. Dooku.
That's okay. I still love Anakin and Obi-Wan, man. I love that fight. It's just everywhere. Dude, it's 35 minutes of the movie.
I like the end result. I just don't like the fight. The double
35 minutes.
We've never seen another double-sided lightsaber from anyone except in the Clone Wars. Seriously.
Regardless of its feasibility, that's why I think they went with the crossguard lightsaber. Is we got to do something new.
I'm going to tell you something. I've held the double-sided lightsaber. Or the crossbar lightsaber. Crossguard. It limits a lot of the abilities of a person.
That's fine.
I'm just telling you. It limits you.
I'm telling you, that's why they did it. They needed something new. They had to have, that thing to draw you in. And trust me, on the teaser trailer, you were just as dork hard as I was when you just saw that. What?
I honestly did not like that lightsaber. But
I don't care, but you were still just like... Oh,
to this day, it
new.
Feels like the lightsaber abilities of a person wielding that are very limited. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
And exactly what I told you, where if you try to twirl it in your hand, like the normal lightsaber movement, you'll cut your wrist right off.
Yeah, but you're assuming that every lightsaber...
I know, but the point of the lightsaber is that ability, that mobility, and you're limiting your mobility. I get it. If it's just a tool strictly for intimidation, you got me there. But I don't. But
we'll see. We'll see.
We haven't talked about this before. The reason why swords were created with the crossguard on it like that
was to block.
If I hit and slide down it, rather than keep going and cut your wrist off, it's going to hit the crossguard. Okay, and that's useful if your weapon has weight. It's not weighted. That's my issue with it. That is the purpose of that, because you're not fighting against weighted weapons.
Well, I'll agree and disagree with you on the same token. It would seem more like something a Jedi would have on the lines of defense. It doesn't work as an offensive weapon, but it could in defense.
I'll give you the defensive point, but I think it limits your mobility, your offensive ability. That's all I'm gonna say.
And my original argument was not every lightsaber fight style is the same.
That's like having it's called the great sword look. It's when you have a lightsaber, but it's super duper long. That limits your mobility because your mobility with it, it's a bigger blade. It takes longer to get to it. A shorter blade, less reaction time.
I know, we've had that.
So,
well, that and a longer blade, regardless of the fact that it will cut through, burn through just about any damn thing, it will still experience drag.
Yeah.
It's not instantaneous. We saw
that. Well,
it's
light energy.
Well, what we saw.
There is resistance in light.
Well, we saw that in episode 1. He had to jam it through the door and wait for it to begin to start melting, which was probably the coolest use of a lightsaber I've ever seen. Yeah. I'm trying to think of it now. I'm gonna melt a fucking door with this thing. Because we all thought about it, but like, could it be? It's like.
Well, you never seen Robot Chicken, have you? There's like a lightsaber, and he goes, "Hey, hold this for a second. I gotta get this door open." And he lets go, and it goes.
And it keeps falling through the floor. Yeah. It's good stuff.
I thought after like a minute, like the lightsaber undoes itself. Like it just.
Yeah, but it's Robot Chicken, so I don't think it really matters.
True, but if you watch like Star Wars Episode 1, for example, like whenever
Luke's hand get cut off.
No, Episode 1.
Oh,
if you're watching that in the lightsaber battle, whenever Han Solo or not Han Solo, Obi-Wan, young Obi-Wan gets kicked off the ledge and he flies down to like a lower ledge thing. Like the lightsaber isn't on tumbling; it goes off and it lands next to him, undone. Like he didn't do that in midair because he lost it as it was flying. You know what I mean?
Like you would have to constantly apply force in order for it to work.
I guess.
I would go with that because it's a fairly dangerous thing to just have it lying around. But then again, that doesn't explain how Grievous can use it.
Grievous is not force sensitive. Grievous, I'm assuming that built into the lightsaber is some mechanism to where if you have it for X amount of time, I'm thinking that anyone can hold the lightsaber. Okay? Anyone can. Like in the Star Wars animated series, the Clone Wars, Clone Troopers, Han Solo, for example, which we've actually argued that he can use the light. He is kind of force sensitive, but he did use the lightsaber and open up the tauntaun. Even though he's not using the force to do it, he can. It's not. I don't think it's so much about like concentrating the force to use it. The force is trapped in it. I think it has something to do with.
You would just have to be able
to. If you're not holding it long enough, or you lose.
You have the force, you can shut it off.
I guess.
That would be the only answer. Short of arguing whether or not someone with or without the force could use it.
Like, for example, another example. Episode 6. Whenever Darth Vader throws the lightsaber, initially when he throws it, it spins and hits something, but then when he goes to pick it up, he gets it again, he has to pick it up and so maybe it's like a couple seconds. Maybe it's only a couple second window.
You know what? I say more it's along the lines of I use the force to shut it off because we do know that.
Okay. And that comes down to focus, you think?
Maybe, but how many seconds of focus would it take to actually go off button?
Basically, all the point I say is there's certain things everyone should at least do or try. You should watch Star Wars. At least once, whether you like it or not, you don't like the story, you don't like the nerd stuff, you should at least watch it. Warcraft is something someone should at least play to level 10. Try it. Give it a try. Do a mission. Do a couple missions. See if you enjoy the game. Go through the progression of the game and understand the game. There's certain things that everyone should try at least once.
I'll give you that. It's just massive multiplayer online role-playing games. Just not something. I don't know.
I'm beyond my point of liking them. Because I prefer to game alone. I don't like gaming with other people.
It's not that. It's just I look at the progression, I see what I have to do, and then I hear all the horror stories about jagoffs and fuckheads that are out there just to slaughter noobs just for shits and giggles. It's like
you can turn that off.
How do you want me to get involved in this?
You can turn that off.
If you're just gonna fucking kick my ass.
If you switch to PvE, you don't have to worry about that.
See, that was my favorite thing when they revamped the Halo Online system. was that they made it so when you went into a match,
You were
it was
playing
ranked
equally
with
level.
very similar players. It was only like everyone on the board was either 30 or 25.
Yeah.
And it made it far more entertaining.
And if your team had a 30, you had like a lower end 25, and the other team might have all 28s or something.
Yeah, well, it made it fair. It made it so you didn't just get thrown into the pit, as we referred to it, and you're just like, oh, well, fuck, here I am, level 8, just trying to make my medal, and there he is, 50, 40, 38, 26, like, oh, well, this is going to be a fun match for me.
I'm just going to hide in the corner, guys.
Yeah, I'm just going to be over here tossing grenades at your happy ass. Hope you like plasma. Fuck off.
Hide in the corner, do the Jew and hide. Decide until someone comes around the corner, you come up, hit him in the back, or stick him.
Actually, my favorite was Death from the Grave. I'm just, as soon as I saw I was fucked, I would just drop a grenade.
That's like me. Anytime someone ever hit
Death
me
from
with
Grenade, or Death from the Grave is worth a lot of points in Halo 3.
Yeah. If
A
you
lot of points.
like, if anyone ever stuck me with a plasma grenade, most people would like try to like run away or whatever, just so they don't get hit. As soon as I get it, I run right at the guy, shooting as much as I can. And then when I blow up, he blows up. I get the kill.
Yep.
1 for 1. We'll go even every time. So I'm excited about the Warcraft trailer. The guy who plays in Vikings, can't think of his name right
I
now.
don't care about that series either. I tried. I did. I tried. I gave it 5 episodes.
Just the main actor, Ragnar Lothbrok.
I gave it 5 episodes.
All I'm saying is he's in that and he stars in this. He plays the main human antagonist.
You talked to me about Vikings.
Or protagonist.
I tried it. Couldn't get into it.
I'm just referencing it for our audience. Okay, he's in it. I'm excited. There's a handful of pretty decent actors in it, actually. I'm geeked. It looks awesome, graphics-wise. I can't wait. I know you're not a huge fan of Warcraft in general, but
I'll probably watch it, but
you're not gonna go to IMAX with me.
yeah, if you're asking me to go to IMAX and spend a ton of cash,
Me and Jared will go.
that's not gonna happen.
Me and Jared will go.
That's fine. You can take Jared. Do you need your inhaler? We'll
No, I'm
do like
good.
a Benadryl.
I'm good. I'll be good. I saw the movie Spectre. Very good movie.
007.
The probably the best from Daniel Craig, and probably the best from the last 2 James Bonds.
Ooh, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, he's better than Pierce Brosnan. And I'm going to throw a theory out there. The theory is that James Bond is not the name of a person; it's a title. It's like you're taking up the mantle of the James Bond, the 007. That's why there seems to be so many. And like every time you watch it, it's all about one linear timeline. This one is like the most linear of all the 007 like guys. Daniel Craig, his story is linear. It's tied in from each movie, and it actually goes over that in this one, like how it's all tied in.
And that's the first time that's been done.
Yes and no.
Well, they didn't really do it with. They didn't tie in Sean Connery all that much.
Roger Moore had some that were multiple ones.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Not much, but... Pierce Brosnan did have some crossover. Because...
Don't ask me to remember all the Bond films right now.
Okay. Do you remember the one where you had, like, King's daughter, and she was pretty, and she was held captive, and the guy who got shot in the head who can't feel pain?
Ah, yeah.
Okay, the guy in that ends up helping James Bond, he was in the one before that.
Same character?
Same character, same guy, same name. So there's some linearness to it, and you had M in all those too.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that makes it linear. Like, I agree with you. The Daniel Craig timeline has been dot.
It goes over that too.
All the movies
there's
are
some.
completely
I'm just saying
rolling.
there's some linearness to the Pierce Brosnan one, but they really made it linear.
Daniel Craig is
this one pulls it all together.
Consecutive timeline.
Quantum of Solace and Skyfall, in my opinion, were not very good compared to Casino Royale and this one, but it tied it all together and makes those a lot better now.
Yeah,
it really does.
Well, it seemed like they played off each other fairly well.
It did.
Like, you didn't know it when you watched the first one, but when you watch the second one, you're like, oh, wait, they're picking up right here.
Yeah.
You watch the third one, you're like, oh, they're picking up right here.
Yeah, like in the second one, it starts off with him, like, driving a car, catching the guy, dragging him to M, and a bunch of guys, a bunch of other MI6 agents. And he's like, "You have not slept or done anything since she died. Are you motivated by revenge and evil? I'm motivated by my duty and all this stuff."
Yeah.
And then he finally catches the guy that was responsible for Vespa dying or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like part of the movie. And then like the next movie, like has something to do. It's all tied together, and I don't want to ruin the movie, Spectre, but it all ties together. Christoph Waltz, I'm going to say this,
is a villain in the movie.
He is a villain, but what the kind of villain he is hairline. There we go. Hopefully I got it.
You'll know.
You know, James Bond's parents died when he was young, so he got adopted by a guy. And that guy had a son, and that was Christoph Waltz. So technically they didn't know each other for a while. And he assumed that he died in an avalanche, but he didn't. So that's Christoph Waltz. It's like his older brother, roughly.
That comes back to like Austin Powers and Goldmember. That's kind of like the same thing.
But this is way better.
I know, I'm just saying, but that's just that's what it reminds me of.
It's crazy.
I
love it. It was a really good movie. If you get a chance to watch it, watch that movie. And I heard some more news, which you will be thoroughly happy about hearing this.
Ryan Reynolds stole the Deadpool outfit.
No. But yes,
he did do that.
Captain America, Civil War, and X-Men Apocalypse will be trailer previewed before Star Wars. And we are seeing those previews in IMAX.
Hackalicious.
True. First time I saw the Star Wars trailer was in IMAX. And that's when I decided this guy's seen that movie in IMAX. It's amazing.
I've seen Star Wars in IMAX. That's happened. That is a thing that has happened.
I've only seen one movie in IMAX, and I did not like the movie one bit, but the graphics are just out of this world amazing.
Are we still going to complain about Tron?
No, it's hot.
Oh.
I had no issue with Tron. I didn't like Avatar. I have an issue with Avatar.
I saw 3 of the 4 Transformers movies in IMAX and Tron in an IMAX.
About Avatar.
I did. I went to Penn Mills to see it.
I wanted to see The Dark Knight in IMAX, but I never got around to doing it. And The Dark Knight Rises, but I never got around to doing it.
I don't think the special effects are that. Like when I think of an IMAX movie, the special effects got to be over the top and concise, precise, and amazing.
Here's the issue with that. You're talking about a movie that is filmed with a normal camera and then graphic stuff and then played in IMAX, which is cool, which is awesome. Batman was filmed entirely of the IMAX camera.
Well,
so the sound and everything quality is so much better. Nothing CGI'd into it as much. Not as much. There's some CGI.
Probably, yeah, but I guess. I don't know.
Because Christopher Nolan, like a lot of Batman versus Superman, a lot of that was filmed with the IMAX. He's in love with the IMAX camera. He thinks the IMAX camera is the greatest modern invention of like entertainment technology we have had. The sound pickup, the video quality, the video like everything just seems like you're really there.
Thank you, James Cameron.
James Cameron. But that's like in most of his movies have that. Like Interstellar had that. It was filmed with IMAX camera.
I can see that, but I don't know. Like if I'm looking for the full immersion experience, I'm looking more at an action movie than I am a drama. And I'm not gonna lie. The Batman movies seem more dramatical, other than the vehicle scenes, which really seemed over the top and really great action sequences. Just more about the character and drawing you into the character and making you feel impassioned by the characters. That's just me.
Okay. I didn't like Battle of the Five Armies. I thought that was the only movie in the Lord of the Rings / Hobbit series that as a standalone movie, it could not stand by itself. If you've never seen any of the other movies,
you couldn't just watch that.
No. Any of the other movies you could.
You could do that.
Because it's its own tale in and of itself that is not predicated on knowledge of other movies. Like you can walk right into the Return of the King, and you're completely on board with what's going on. You're fine with it.
Yeah, really. The first 10 minutes get you caught up on everything.
Yeah. And all the Hobbits except for the last one. And
well, the argument is among the reading community is that they stretch that out way too fucking.
Oh yeah,
they could have let it go at a movie two tops.
Do you blame them? I mean, they're trying to make more money. That's all they're trying to do. You see an opportunity, you take it. For example, let's say for the sake of argument, Disney owned X-Men, the rights to X-Men. Would it behoove you to not release it a month after Captain America? Or to wait and release it maybe in the fall whenever you're the only good movie coming out?
I would probably go with less competition, but I also want to keep the cash stream flowing and keep people interested, so I might go 2 months, but I definitely would not go 1 month out. Captain America Winter Soldier is still going to be in the top 5 a month after its initial release, if not still the top 3, top 2.
Perfect example. Let's say this is what really screwed over...
or not the Winter Soldier, Civil War.
Yes, Civil War. This screwed over... There were 3 movies that were supposed to come out within 3 weeks of each other. Avengers, Battleship, and originally, the Retaliation, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Joe did the smart thing, and they're like, we want to put it in 3D. No, you don't. You don't want to fuck around. You went to 9 months later. Yeah. Almost 9 months to a year later.
Almost a year,
yeah. They pushed that back. They said it was to put it in 3D. And no, they're just not fucking that dumb.
Battleship came out the week after Avengers. And, it gets...
Got...
We'll get into that later, but...
Slaughtered!
It got slaughtered, but overseas it made almost $500 million in revenue.
It wasn't a terrible movie.
I liked the movie, personally. I personally enjoyed the movie.
Did you do that on purpose?
No. Okay. I'm just giving a good example. Retaliation took the... Well, let's say I'm saying what the movie industry owned all 3. The same, like Warner Brothers doesn't want all this watered down material of like the Suicide Squad. I saw the Suicide Squad hasn't been in Flash or Arrow lately because they're having a movie about it. You don't want to water down the material, and then everyone's like that pumped to see the movie.
Well, we're doing Batman and Superman in the spring. They're doing Suicide Squad in the fall next year.
I don't think it's so much in the fall. I think it's more close to like the middle of summer.
I was thinking they were waiting a little bit.
I think.
I didn't think they were going to do it that soon.
I think they are. They already have trailers out for it.
I know, but I thought they were pushing it just a little bit.
We'll find this out.
Well, because you got Captain America in the spring, and then Marvel's fall movie is... No, Ragnarok doesn't come out until next year. Or no, 2 years from
next weekend, Mockingjay. Last Mockingjay movie. I can't wait to see that.
Did you see me roll my eyes?
Nope.
I did.
Why?
You need help, baby?
I'm coming. Come on. Okay. We'll find out. Okay, let me get to January. Kung Fu Panda, Deadpool, 12th. Comes out with Zoolander, too. I wonder who's going to do better.
Deadpool.
Why did this happen?
Barbershop 2? Wow, that was delayed.
Barbershop 2?
Yes.
That should be Barbershop 3. Barbershop 2's come out in like years.
Yeah, it is 3.
Okay, X-Men, May 6th. Civil War. Oh, same weekend.
What? That is just
what it says.
Dumb.
That's never mind. It's not specific. It's not saying. It's just it has to that. May 6th is where the cutoff is. Batman vs Superman is March 25th.
Like seriously, big studios. I know you want to be in competition for each other for your money because you want to try to prove who's better. But at the end of the day, this is kind of like a live and let live policy. If Captain America comes out in March, X-Men should come out in May. Like, let's don't mince it. Because you're pulling at the same fan base. You're pulling at the same Marvel fan base. Don't be fucking dumb. Everybody wants to get paid.
True.
Separate your shit out by a couple months. Everybody gets paid. Everybody's happy.
Yeah, competition's only going to make you better because if me and him are both putting out very good products, then all we're going to do is make better products to one up each other.
You can do that, but then you're always going to be in competition.
If you compare the Green Lantern to the Dark Knight series, Green Lantern, it's already shit, but it is shit, like, it's a shit sandwich rolled up in a douche sandwich. Like, seriously, it's like eating both of them at the same time.
I love that.
Green Lantern?
I enjoyed that movie.
Compared to Dark Knight.
It was a shit sandwich, but yeah. I still love it.
That's all I'm saying.
They're really doing that.
What, Angry Birds?
Oh, there's going to be a Friday the... Oh, no, wait.
There's an Angry Birds the movie?
Yep.
Oh, my God. That's kind of awesome.
Neighbors 2. Wow. May 27th versus May 6th. I don't know, man. I think that's cutting it a little too close. It'll take... X-Men Apocalypse will take the top spot. No fans or buts about it, but it's like...
I've seen what Apocalypse looks like. It looks like Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, but Disney is essentially slitting their own throat because they're still getting paid from this.
They don't know X-Men.
They own Marvel Comics.
Yeah, they don't own X-Men though.
Getting paid.
They don't own X-Men though.
Trust me, they get a subsidy
amount. They don't get.
There's 5 to 10% coming back to Disney regardless.
They get a small subsidy amount.
I'd have waited till the first weekend in June, kids. I really would. Let Captain America run its course, but it is what it is.
Okay. Yeah, but Spectre, good movie. Spectre, awesome. Can't wait to see what the new one. Apparently, this is the last movie he did. He's doing this James Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I kind of hope they get a younger James Bond.
They've been talking about going back to like James Bond fresh out of the academy.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, but like this movie, and I don't want to spoil too much of it, was about the MI6 program, the 00 program is like washed up, and there's no point in it. It's better just to have this big national society of people who observe the world and have access to everything. So.
Oh, like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, kind of, but even worse. It's even worse. Because it's the British people doing it. Warcraft comes out in June, right?
Yeah, you gotta wait on that one.
That's fun.
It's like 7 months of your life.
It's like a month after Independence Day.
And then we can say Independence Day 2 Resurgence.
I'm actually curious about that.
Who's
in it?
Liam Hemsworth.
Oh, they don't have
Joey King.
They don't have the original cast. That's bullshit.
Mika Monroe and Jeff Goldblum.
Yay!
That's not enough for me to see it. Will Smith has to make a cameo, otherwise
I'm gonna have to see a trailer. Click on it. There's a trailer.
There's no trailer.
Click on it.
There's no trailer.
Click on it.
There's no trailer.
Just click on it and see.
No trailer.
Videos. It says videos right there. Scroll down. Scroll down.
It's a fucking interview.
No,
it's a featurette.
Don't.
Nobody gives a shit. ID4R. Wow.
How old is Daniel Craig? My guess is like 58.
Daniel Craig?
56, 58. That's my guess. By the way, Dave Bautista's in it. Craig, not Greg.
I did take. Well, it does it for me. Skyfall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
He was born. Good biography. I'll tell you.
I am so not used to actually doing this online.
Go back up. Biography's on the right. Right side. Quick links.
I'm an inch taller than he is.
68. So he's not 50 yet. Yeah, wow. He looks a lot older than. I don't know. For upper 40s, he looks kind of old. It's aging on him. It's probably because he has to lift so much to stay in shape.
It's all the action scenes.
What?
It's all the action scenes.
I honestly thought he was a lot older.
You know what? If he was a Scientologist like Tom Cruise, he wouldn't have that.
Probably not.
Fuck you, Scientology. Oh, can I get sued for that?
I don't know. We'll find out.
You can use Scientology. You're guilty by association.
Ah, damn it. You can take all $5 I have.
We're all going to Scientology hell with the fucking aliens and the goo and what the fuck ever.
The goo.
Fucking retards. Yeah, I said it.
My friend's got a baby too. My other friend has a baby. Just that one. Good for him.
Other people's babies are cool, but
not as cool as your baby, right?
Not as cool as my baby. My baby is badass, middle linebacker, Boise State.
Drafted by the Green Bay Packers.
Exactly. First round, second pick overall.
Better be hitting the gym. Better be hitting the gym, bro beans.
Have you seen that stalking Hulk that I call a child?
Yeah.
He's a beast. You saw him 2 weeks ago. He's sitting on my lap. Episode 29.
Watch this.
Now I'm watching shit on Facebook.
Watch. You get it?
Yes, I get it.
Okay.
I have seen that movie a couple 100,000 times.
That much, huh? That's a lot.
That would actually be another movie since you brought up the whole Star Wars. How do you get this old and not see that? How do you get that old and not see Aliens? Like, I don't get it.
Like a year ago is when I watched it, so to be fair.
And you're almost a lot younger.
I saw the first one. I just never got around to watching them.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like that was something that me and my dad always enjoyed was the action movies, the sci-fi movies. Always going.
I watched Die Hard. I watched those religiously before I was 12. I've seen every Die Hard movie other than like the one that came out like a couple years ago.
Like that was
and all the Lethal Weapons. I saw all those movies.
I saw all that in theaters with my dad. Like I can't wait to sit my boy on the couch. And granted, maybe a little too young to see it at the time, and I'm very desensitized to violence and sex and a lot of other things, but I kind of feel like I'm better able to cope with this shit that I have to deal with now because the world has got so much more progressively stupid.
Sure.
I'm just saying, like my dad raised me to handle something that he had no idea was coming. And now when I see a post on Facebook, it's like I don't like, it's like, oh, well, I can go to the next one because I don't have to see it because I can control what goes into my brain. Don't post shit you hate. It's fucking dumb. Top 10?
Top 10? Ready for top 10?
Fucking smiley face makes me want to punch your
You don't want to replace that either, do you? That new Surface Pro is looking pretty nice.
That's a 1, isn't it?
This? 3.
Let's go with one of those.
Just had more memory, so I went and bought it. Hey, we're going to go to our top 10. For those of you who don't know, top 10 this week is our
guilty pleasure movies.
Guilty pleasure.
Everyone says they suck, but you love them anyway.
Yep. So here we go.